Gotta be a bit of an online fiend to know how to get these matches situated. But let me go ahead and bring them into the room. Okay, I'm gonna we'll do ads now before they're there. That way you don't have them in the middle of the match.
Cool. We'll see how this one plays out. Yeah, so the loser side, Chunky Kong, or sorry, not Chunky Kong, Cosmos has to play the loser of this set. So it should be interesting to see who he has to actually play against. But yeah, that's how the bracket's gonna work out. So you take any two matches, and the winner of that play each other. The loser play each other as well. So it's nice and easy to follow along. I love top 16 brackets for that reason. But yeah, Chase. I'm interested to see how what character he picks. I think that's the first big choice for Chase. Is it going to be the Steve, the Aegis, or the Palu, or if we're going to just see the Palu all the way through? And then Aaron, of course, having multiple characters, but mostly known for the Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, but Chase plays a lot of characters. He's got a Steve, he's got a Palu, he's got a Sonic, he's got. I mean, he also won an Iron Man. He has every character in this game theoretically. With him going online, he's been going a lot more Steve lately. Whereas Aaron, I think, has been sticking to the Diddy Kong strictly. One of the funniest things though, PJ, is the fact that the first ever coin box where Steve was in the tournament, because he just came out, he went Alex and he won the entire tournament with a week 1 Alex. We should have seen the writing on the wall. But also, it was one of those things where, no one had any way of knowing. You know what I mean? So, I thought that was kind of funny. All right.
Yeah, I think I might remember what you're referencing. I remember seeing Aaron play Steve a little bit. I know Aaron also played Rob, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, we'll probably be seeing the Diddy Kong versus Chase. And this ping map might be a little bit kind to Chase. I think Chase sometimes resides in San Diego, which is even farther west. So this ping can get bad. But what I will say is, personally, when playing people in Florida, in SoCal, for some reason, that just happens to be pretty okay in terms of west to east coast. Definitely the most favorable, at least as a SoCal player. So we'll see how the connection holds up. But we got Chase, we got Aaron. Chase on the Enderman to start game number 1.
The Enderman, another character that, just Steve in general. Arguably, if you're going to play online or grind this game out in the current meta, you just need to have a game plan for Steve, You need to have you need to have everything situated. You need to know your counter picks. You need to know what your character can and can't do, the frame data. All these little things matter.
And starting off on FD is very interesting for Aaron here. I feel like we've seen a lot of Diddy Kong and Steve, Tweak having a lot of very notorious matches versus Steve players. So I've definitely seen a lot of this, and we'll see what Aaron's spin on it. So far, though, right now, Chase can't really find much kind of reprieve from the pressure. I feel like Aaron's really holding W, and it's working out very well. Not letting Chase get any time to mine those materials.
Yep. And Monkey Flip, I always call Monkey Flip the RPS winner, because it doesn't matter if you're shielding or attacking, it's going to cover both. I think one of the best moves in the entire game. Both these characters have ridiculously good side Bs.
Yeah. Especially with that projectile too in the banana, you can kind of condition people to shield, and then you have a burst option grab. I mean, what more could you want as a Diddy Kong player? I guess a lot of things. I know Tweak calls this character a regular guy character, and I definitely have to agree with that.
Okay, good at B. You ever have a friend or someone in a tournament who calls it an over B instead of a side B? Isn't that a weird thing? They say over B.
People say that?
At least in Melee. I think some of the old school players like, yeah, I hit you with my over B. Like, ugh, over B.
I've never heard anyone say that ever. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know, I guess. If somebody said over B, I don't know how I would react to that. That might actually break me on commentary.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, very even game number 1 here on this FD. A lot slower pace than the previous match, I'd like to say. But so far, even with no materials, Chase just very willing to hold forward here. Even with the wooden tools online, I don't feel like Aaron's giving him time to even craft some diamond tools here. So definitely playing the game plan correctly.
All right. Keeping this game 1 very close, because no one wants to overextend too much. Both players at mid%. Aaron looking for a banana peel confirm, and of course Chase trying to find any trick that he could with his minecart, or even just a walk the dog sequence with that wooden sword of his. Still hasn't upgraded to any better tools or weapons. And one good thing Aaron is doing is not letting him get near that crafting box anytime. He's kind of making him always situated. I think what Steve players should do more often is try to change where that crafting table is as often as they can. That way they can kind of like recreate their home base in a sense.
I believe it takes some materials up, but I definitely agree. I think like moving your crafting table around and punishing people for trying to play like a farther away playstyle is definitely a good option. But they are covering the normal getup with a down smash. Is Chase, who has another diamond online here, still on the wooden tools, I believe. So right now, Chase just kind of raid bossing himself, ready for that last stock situation.
And remember, guys, only one player does make it into the official Invitational. This is winner take all for this final spot in the bracket. We have another one-stock game here as we go ahead and do it. Okay. Ooh, still clanking on that. He's walking the dog. Wait for it. Aaron trying to get a little bit of chip damage on that block. Super close game one.
I mean, Chase is fully out of materials right now. You hardly ever see that, but a back air does connect, and Chase is pretty aggressive. Like, even when he has no materials, he gets a back air, and then he immediately starts taking space again. He doesn't really like to forego that advantage state for more materials there. Picks up the peanut there and actually gets a little combo off of it. That's some big damage, and one hit away from closing out this game number one on the Steve. He's into the block for some extra damage there. Aaron slowly making his way back in this damage deficit. Chase jumping high there. Doesn't get the backer out in time, though, and Aaron's able to get some extra damage. That was such a risky option, but Chase able to put a block and get a side B out to punish. Not enough to KO, though, 131%. Here's the ledge trap. Aaron with the normal getup to get through the minecart. No shenanigans there, but
oh my God, banana.
Chase in a really good spot.
And he's doing, again, this barrel combo on the walls. He was showing a clip earlier of, like, Diddy Kong doing, like, a unique animation when the barrel's hit, and he actually air dodges there too to avoid a certain kill. Minecart catching again. Chase twice now. Can't find the KO. If Aaron wins this, that's going to be a slick victory for him to narrowly escape the death here. Denim, thanks for the rate of 12. He's going to again recover very carefully. Banana comes down, and now Aaron throws out another one. Chase going to mine as a response. A tense game one here in FD, and it's just going to be a simple dash attack to close out the first game. Chase probably wiping the sweat off his brow.
That was incredibly close on FD, and we saw Chase hit 4 minecarts and get no conversion off of either 4 of the minecarts there. The minecart set up the kill screen and didn't KO, and then he fumbles 4 situations. He puts himself off stage in a really bad spot, but Aaron there falters in the corner. The air dodge gets called out by a dash attack, and Chase is able to close out that game. That was so scary, though.
Yeah, it definitely was. You do not want to be in that bad position every single time it happens. Going back to the counter picks here, I doubt Aaron will let him go back to FD, but let's pull up our stage strike little widget. Beautiful right there. Let's see where they end up going. Strikes from Chase. He gets 2 stage strikes in this current rule set. This one happens to allow Yoshi's story. And I imagine he's not going to want to fight Aaron anywhere that's overly low ceiling, because I know Diddy Kong wants to kill with down tilt there. But actually, he's just going to ban the Animal Crossing stage of Smashville, and Town and City going to be out of here. Aaron will probably respond with a run back. Yep, FD. And for those of you wondering, yeah, we're streaming all the winners matches. Losers round 1 matches will be off stream or on said player streams. I encourage all the competitors who are in this to stream their own runs as well. What I might do though, chat, is we're going to do a picture-in-picture. Basically, I'm going to have maybe someone stream in the corner when they're playing their loser set, so we can have multiple action. Shoutouts to HBox Productions, aka me and my computer.
I don't know how you're able to do the production and also commentate. I've never been able to get things going on any form of streaming service, but nonetheless, we got another FD game, and all right, this is exactly what I don't want to see. I feel like what Aaron did really well game 1 is he was pressuring Chase really successfully, and although he didn't take the game, I like it, but I feel like a lot of people will lose a game versus Steve and then change up their playstyle a lot and then kind of lose for it, and Chase within 30 seconds is able to get a diamond. This is a lot harder now for Aaron.
Right. So the run back to FD it's curious, but it makes sense too, because it wasn't by any means a blowout. It was super duper close, but it was there. Okay.
The minecart there. That's another great spot for Chase to be in, who is already looking a lot better in terms of the resource department in this game. Gets the back air and didn't hit the tech. Aaron loses the stock for it there. Very, very tough spot to be put in. And see a high tower built by Chase there, who's looking to get some landing help with these blocks. Really smart stuff. And even burning some of that wood that you might not want to hold on to. Down throw into dash attack for 41%. Another dash attack for another 15. And Aaron getting caught there. Tries to uppy back to center stage. The block actually blows the barrels up and he's unable to make it back. Chase pulling ahead with a 3 stock to 1 lead. That's some classic Steve shenanigans. 2 blocks, 2 stocks.
Will definitely impact his chances of winning there. I really wouldn't go back to FD at this point. And you had 2 more hits there. And banana play. I like the air dodge throw, but it's just look at the damage tacking on. And he's not even going to go for a kill, just back throw. Probably panicked there. Doesn't think that will connect. Back air. Finally going to do the work for him. Aaron is no stranger to getting some pretty sick low percent combos, but I don't know. He might need to readjust. 94 now. Chase just needs to pretty much stand still and mine and let the game win for him in a sense.
Yeah, in the year of 2024, are Diddy Kongs really making crazy comebacks? Are they cheesing you? Kind of not really, especially on Steve. So I think Chase just kind of has to hold on here and play really solidly. The stone pickaxe in hand, and it's already looking a lot better for Steve.
Already a bit tedious for sure. Okay, the marker comes down. Bowser TNT, thanks for the 19 months. SkyJ is in the bracket. He'll be there too. And that minecart from the right side of FD to take game 2. Aaron in a similar situation as Cosmos was versus Chunky. Down 2-0. First 2 times going to the same stage. Didn't work. Let's go back to our counterpick screen and see if Aaron has a new plan. I'm going to expect Chase to ban Smashville in town again. Aaron at least have to try maybe a Battlefield here, maybe something else. Maybe town for a risk. Or, I'm sorry, maybe Yoshi's for a risk. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see kind of how this plays out for Aaron, but...
No way.
Oh, we go back? It's crazy.
I just don't get it, PJ.
I don't get it either.
I was wrong in the first set, but to even win 1 out of 3 games there, he's trying FD a 3rd time. Oh, character switch. Has to be. Something has to be different. No? Not even? Damn.
I think he swapped out there so that the scoreboard stayed the same, but nonetheless, I'm a player personally when I play Melee or Ultimate. I'm always counterpicking. I hardly ever run it back besides like very particular matchups. I feel like there's a stage list for a reason, you know, like there's always a better answer, especially when you lose 2 games in a row. So I'm pretty curious to see how this one's going to play out here as Aaron goes right back to FD.
Yep. It's
looking a lot better here, though. That's something good to say for sure.
It's one thing I always said when you compare, I guess, Ultimate pros and Melee pros. Either they just are cool with like the stage, or they don't believe the stage has that much of an impact. But in like Melee, like, I would dare you to look as hard as you can through any match on stream where someone goes to the same stage 3 times after losing the first 2 times. Maybe the New York like Fox, like Cody, who likes Battlefield, or Aklo. Yeah. But like, apart from the Fox Ditto, it's just so difficult to see that. 4Flay 247. Thank you for the 13 months.
Yeah, it might be the nature of Melee having more polarizing stages, but I definitely think that a stage list like this will have, you know, some very clear advantages, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe just for me personally, I don't quite understand the comeback here, but I like to see Aaron. This is kind of shades of game 1 Aaron. Very, very aggressive, holding forward, not letting Chase get any resources. The banana into the up smash, closes out that stock, breaks the crafting table, and yeah, Chase is unable to get an upgrade there with his diamond in hand.
Right.
Okay, picks up the diamonds now, 95%. You have that heal power online now, so you have to be very careful. Nice little normal get up there from Chaser. Sorry, get up attack, and yeah, I feel like this is exactly where Aaron wants to be. Very aggressive, even though Chase has the diamond in hand, not showing any fear. Maybe to fear that minecart, though, that is able to take out that stock.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the winners matches will be streamed, and then the losers round 1 will be off stream. And, they're free to play as soon as they need. We'll see.
Forwarders from Aaron, who's just trying to put out a hitbox and kind of keep Chase away, because Chase, you know, obviously looking for that big open up here, uses his 2nd diamond on the 2nd stock, and I feel like that just kind of shows the confidence of Chase here to hold on to this stock and potentially make this comeback happen off of it. Nice little damage there from Aaron with the banana in hand. Actually able to cover Chase in the corner. Gets the immediate uppie as well. Very, very clean damage, but not enough to KO. And now you put yourself in a pretty compromising spot versus Chase's Steve. The dash attack comes in, and I don't know how Aaron makes it back safely here. There it is. He might not be able to.
Oh my god, he had to swerve around that. Kai SSBU, thank you for that. And yes, Forflay, if you drop 5 or more subs, that is me singing in that sound. It's a little fun Easter egg that we have in the stream. 113 to 106. Up, no way! I don't know what that option was for up smash. He could have simply just done a forward smash. Aaron now the lead. And he gets a big 29% combo. 42.
Okay, just lands with a back air out of disadvantage. Why not? And we get some more of the Easter egg. Nice.
In all the good sets, I find myself staying off stage. Speaking of off stage, that's where Aaron wants to put Chase as fast as possible at 93. 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4. It's just, it never really feels like a lead versus Steve, right? Percent-wise especially. You know you're just 3 hits away from being at kill percent at any time. Engineer, put some eyes for him thanks to the 5. Down tilt, up smash! And just like the first set, they make me eat my words. Aaron going back to FD a 3rd time actually worked. We're going to a game 4.
That was very, very ballsy from Aaron's. I will just say it to go back to FD on game 3, but showing kind of shades of that game 1 play style. Very, very aggressive, kind of smothering Chase. And I feel like if you're able to kind of create chaos versus Steve, that might be the answer. Some Steves are very good at dealing with it, but I think Chase is pretty stable, all things considered. He doesn't go for anything like incredibly difficult in terms of tech skill. You're not seeing him do some crazy setups. He's just willing to say like, you know what, I'm playing Steve for how strong this character can be, all of the really strong tools. I'm going to just abuse the character essentially versus his Diddy Kong. But right now Aaron's showing I can definitely have a rebuttal for it. I'm interested to see if we're going to be seeing a counter pick of character here, or if we're just going right back to the Steve.
Yeah, you know, Steve is pretty much a safe zone if he really wants to look at it that way. We're gonna find out. Okay, and now it's Aaron's turn to ban some stages. Whenever someone calls someone a wasted spot of an invitational, I'm always like, why don't you fight that guy? See how well you do.
You know what I like to think about when people say that? People called Base Mage that at the ultimate summon he got.
I was so glad he cooked everyone. He got 7th place. He just cooked everyone. Cooked like 4 people.
I was like, dude, you guys are no one really is ever a wasted spot. People are obviously playing because they want to. There's nothing forcing people to play in tournaments, especially in events like this. You know, no one wants to disappoint their fans. You had to get support to get into this invitational, and Aaron is definitely going to continue to try here. You'd be crazy not to.
Oh, taking advantage of this. Okay, no, I thought they were going to go Yoshi's. The PS2, we go. And thank you, whoever gifted Fossbot. I appreciate that.
All right, here we go. We got the PS2. We got a little bit more space for Steve to work with, so I think Chase definitely going to play into that very slow play style there, but acquiring some hardware with those iron tools. Good to see.
Yep. Oh my god, the pressure on the shield. Just not giving him a single chance.
And the wall really had, like the dirt walls definitely get beaten out pretty consistently by Aaron, who is kind of just upping right into him. So it's cool to see some anti-Steve counterplay for sure. But right now, even with just the iron tools, Chase definitely out-damaging and outpacing Aaron in this game.
Hbox, what's that song that plays whenever people give subs? You know, I'm 31. I'm getting old. I have to refresh my memory. Maybe if I heard it one more time, or the long version. If you drop 50 subs, the really long version. Maybe then I'll be able to really tell you. But until then, I'll have to figure it out, dude. You know, it's just my hearing. Sorry, man.
Yeah, not fully locked in. Maybe we need a couple more of those for sure.
Ooh.
That dagger beating out the forwarder there is really crucial for Chase, who now has a pretty solid lead, even with the diamonds in hand, looking to pull out another diamond for this. And oh my goodness, getting the reverse rising nair into the up tilt. That's some big damage. A back air chases Aaron high, and how do you get through this sandwich of blocks? You get bonked and immediately side B, I guess, is the answer for Aaron, who is definitely struggling this game. The bigger stage is definitely playing into effect, and this is the first time we see someone counterpick to a different stage, so it's good to see that it immediately works for Chase. See, it's not bad. I knew we were cooking.
Okay, monkey flip. Ooh, I like that. And the up smash again.
Nope. That's definitely not going to kill quite yet, and that almost broke his shield. You have to be careful. And there, Aaron couldn't shield because it would have broken his shield. So I'm not too sure what the option was besides getting hit by that minecart. And we'll see the up throw from Chase, keeping it nice and easy. Okay, just goes for the pummels. Interesting choice to not go for the immediate up throw. Maybe it wouldn't have killed.
Thank you, Hazy Media, for the tier 2 32 months and the up smash. Trying to equalize it, but now has to avoid basically any big read or any big move that Steve does. Even banana play, even clashing minecart, probably too risky now to do. Oh no,
wow.
Shot. That was crazy. Use his own banana, instant grab, up throw for death, and set point now for Chase to be guaranteed at least 9th place in this invitational. The victory
another
is
diamond.
Yep.
Yeah, another diamond for Chase, and this is already becoming kind of crazy. I don't know exactly how Aaron gets back into this one. He's gonna have to pull some crazy stocks out of his bag of tricks here. But yeah, it's looking almost impossible to make this comeback. I'm not too sure how you do it.
Like Diddy Kong has bananas and peanuts. Steve has TNT and diamonds.
And lava.
And steel.
Yeah.
And wings for some reason.
They gave this guy everything for sure. Almost getting the check chase side B there on the normal getup. That could have been really bad. Aaron forces himself in the corner, and a classic back air out of the minecart from Chase to swat away Aaron, taking back some center stage control. Gets the parry there, charges up the forward smash. Doesn't break the shield, but Aaron now has to be on that alert on the shield because something like a landing back air might just break it.
Yep.
He's
He's not giving up, dude. He just needs a little 1-2 sequence and avoiding every swing of that diamond as much as he can, and that's getting a little too greedy, and that might be it. He's gonna live. How do you win this? What do you do? Oh, I like the falling upper, but no conversion off of it. And there's the anvil again. Oof. Chase 3-1. Aaron will probably have to fight Cosmos now off stream.
Yeah, I think that's how the bracket plays out. You take two matches. The winner of those two play each other, and also the loser the loser side. So that's going to be Cosmos and Aaron into the elimination side immediately there. Very, very tough. But nonetheless, Chase will be moving forward to fight Chunky Kong in winners quarterfinals. So that should be a good match.
Yep. So good stuff to Chase.